poem is called Origins. Feet. Do you know where I am from? You have memorized countless ways back to a house in Chicago, but have never quite been able to recognize the touch of Philippine soil, and you're not so great at jaywalking. Hands. Do you know where I am from? When you were 6, you touched a map and in confusion traced the contours of countless islands. You had to stretch to reach from the familiar shapes that signified home and these unfamiliar ones that signified homeland. You could not find a way to reconcile this reaching distance and how close together your mother's heartbeats felt when she spoke of this place. Head, do you know where I am from? You can tell with confidence the story behind every symbol on the Chicago flag, can trace the exact path its great fire took and when, can assert that, no, it's not called it's called the Sears Tower and not the Willis Tower. But anything you have to say about your native country is hedged in uncertainty and twisted into odd contradictions like, I think it was so many years ago that we colonized us. Grandmother, do you know where I am from? Grandmother, I call you Bita because when I was a toddler, my tiny tongue tripped over abuelita. Grandmother, when I was little more than a toddler, you taught me words that my little more than teenage tongue trips over now. You taught me Filipino words for these American hands who have maybe only twice touched the pews of Catholic Church. You taught me Filipino words for this American love with little affinity to tropical sun, and then, grandmother, you wearied of America. You boarded a plane back to your home an ocean away, and didn't even leave me the words to say goodbye. Voice, do you know where I am from? In English, your A's stretch tight into signature Chicago spikes. In French, you amputate vowels and rasp out R's until your Americanness is barely detectable, but these things have a way of bleeding. When you traveled to Costa Rica, your guide asked you how you were in his native tongue, and you replied, "Yo." And on the rare occasion you attempt Tagalog, your cousins cringe at the French in you as it takes a bone saw to every syllable and strangles it for air. Heart, do you know where I am from? Heart, you have made yourself out of spare pieces, a quilt that keeps coming apart at the stitches. Not enough cloth to keep me warm and you whole. And none of these scraps quite fit together. Red 6-pointed stars and a golden 8-rayed sun failing to tessellate. You are still learning to weave your own stories to fill the empty spaces.